Today we're working on a 2005 Ford Crown Victoria. It is an old police interceptor car, so it's been used and abused and used by facility workers and ran a lot of hours and hard, blah blah blah. The rear axle on the got it was bent, so that's an indication of the life it's kind of had. Anyways, we like to keep our Fords on the road as long as possible. So upper control arm. The passenger side is the worst one, has the most play in it. But these are both from O'Reilly's, lifetime warranty. So if the ball joint wears out, or if the bushings on the control arm or the body side wear out, you just take it off, take it to them. They'll give you a free replacement for life, as long as you own the vehicle. So definitely worth it. But I'm not sure which is which. That's one part number, that's the other. Lifetime warranty, I can tell you real quick. Well, it doesn't say. Like I said, just look at the part numbers. But I'm going to show you what's going on here. So, for ball joint, yes, that I took that out. It was hitting the rim, I put on there. But, try to see this. That's too much play, and then right up here. My hand's shaking around. Other way, that's playing too much, that's playing too much, so we're gonna get these swapped out. So first off, I would just like to thank you guys for watching the video, and I kind of want to try commentating on it as it goes along here. And no, I'm just kidding. I'm breaking down the front end here. Right there is the sway bar link that goes through the control arm, or the spindle. I actually ended up using kind of a broken screwdriver to kind of hammering it through. I mean, there's several different ways you could do this. It would be better than some of my methods, but I mean, I'm kind of a DIY garage mechanic, and you know, save a lot of money doing it. So it's best to just consider all your options. Try not to damage threads on anything, and maybe just, you know, see a video like this and see if it can be done, because in this I did not damage anything. Okay, just wanted to go over something here. My camera died, so yeah, I'm a pain in the butt. But when I was taking this apart, normally an old school mechanic trick is to hit the knuckle just a couple times, and sometimes it jars it loose enough where you can get the tool that presses it out. Since it's so worn out, I end up using the hammer like this, place my foot on the lug nuts, and with my other foot pried like that, and it came free. So I'll have to do the same for you, but like I said, this one is pretty worn out. That's a lot of play, and play there, and play there, and when everything starts getting play, it ends up wearing up other things. So let's keep it moving. Just would like to point out, I've discovered, so this is the passenger side, and there's a other indication for you, or marker or identifier, because these basically look identical, but on the bottom, these ridges go to the front of the vehicle. So there's your passenger side. Precision comes with cool little bag of goodies. Some new bolts. Gonna have to look them over, make sure that they're identical, or one's way front and the back. Some new clips for the ABS sensor. Let's get on it. So this next section here, I'm ready to put the sway bar end link into the spindle. So I ended up moving the camera, and I have to drop it from the frame to allow enough play on the back side of the spindle, because I didn't want to take off the sway bar end link. It was a little more torn up and it needed to be replaced too, but I just wanted to get it reinstalled, so it gave me some play there, as you can see. So I could maybe move it around and fiddle it enough, but I ended up getting it back into the spindle. Let me give you torque specs. Upper control arm to cross member, so these two studs are 111 foot-pounds. And then the ball joint to steering knuckle is 111 pounds also. So I'm gonna knock those out real quick, and then we'll get to the sway bar reinstalling it. Okay, so I don't know if you could see that clearly in the video. The lower ball joint, or the upper ball joint, the actual inside stem of it was spinning. Luckily, Precision has a hex on the inside, so you can hold it, and it is a 6mm. I don't know if you can see that, 6 mil, little Allen wrench, and it's a variety of them. And the actual nut itself was 13/16. So took a little bit getting, had to go over it a couple of times, but finally got it to where it pressed in enough that tightening it down would only draw it in further instead of allowing it to spin. So be patient, you'll get it. So we're back to getting the brakes back on. The caliper mounting bracket and the two bolts to mount to the knuckle, 118 foot-pounds. Remember, never let your caliper dangle from the brake hose. It can damage and separate the inside of the hose lining and cause a leak, or cause it to collapse on itself, which is as good as a leak because it will swallow fluid. I'm sure 90% of people who are going to be working on their cars are going to be working on dirt ground or concrete driveway. Not the most ideal conditions for working on a vehicle. It'd be nice to have a lift, but who needs that? Yeah, gives you better access for a torque wrench. Let's double check. 110 plus 8, 118. There's that one. I would not normally suggest using a knuckle, but sometimes you get in areas you have to. Liking that angle. There we go. Under the hose. There we go. Well guys, that is going to be a wrap for today's video. If you found this information useful or helpful in any way, please consider liking, subscribing. It helps with YouTube's algorithm, and I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching.